Welcome to our virtual reality launch. We are Headset, and we're transforming the way the media prepares for risks in the field. I'm Ella. My co-founder Kate and I have spent a combined 30 years working in hostile environments for some of the world's biggest news organisations.
But before we start this presentation, I want to give you a warning because the next slide is pretty graphic. I'm going to be taking you back to Libya in 2011. It was the first war I'd covered, and I was working with my cameraman and also my husband, Olivier, when this happened. Olivier was hit by a rocket-propelled grenade. Now, I had had all the required training, but in that moment, I froze. I was completely unprepared.
Journalists today don't have to be in a war zone. They're on a 24-hour front line on the streets and online. There were 500 aggressions documented against journalists during the Black Lives Matter protests in the US, and it's the same around the globe. Belarus, Hong Kong, Paris, London. But training still uses the same old approach that failed to prepare Kate a decade ago.
Which is why we have developed Headset, an immersive learning ecosystem that empowers journalists to do their job safely and with a strong mindset. It supports journalists before, during and after deployment with VR-powered masterclasses, a mobile app and analytics.
And this is our first VR masterclass that puts journalists in a highly evocative post-COVID riot in the centre of London. Unlike traditional training, it teaches more than just physical safety. It's designed to bring up all the emotions of being there and show you how to deal with it.
Hostile environment trainers can appear live in the VR space to give feedback. This is game-changing for news organisations who can use Headset to remotely train journalists anywhere in the world, or they could also use our automated instruction.
We integrate biometric data in real time, and it's used to help regulate emotional responses, for example, controlling your breathing or heart rate. This helps journalists to build resilience over time and make better decisions under pressure.
Beyond VR, the Headset mobile app stays with journalists on the go, giving them easy access to pre-deployment checklists, first aid and well-being resources, and it also sends them reminders when it's time to refresh their skills.
Headset saves news organisations time and money. It allows more journalists to train more often within the same budget. It reduces the need to travel and spend days at off-site training courses, and our visual style is customisable, keeping development costs down and meaning that we can adapt content quickly to respond to current threats.
Headset will be first to market with VR training for the media. We are co-designing and testing with some of the world's biggest news organisations who are our early adopters, and they tell us they need Headset more than ever during the COVID pandemic.
Headset is supported by a £230,000 Innovate UK Smart Grant, and we have research collaborations with top universities around ethics, emotional regulation and behavioural change. We're developing IP that will allow our product to scale well beyond the media to any industry that needs hostile environment training.
And it's a huge marketplace. The global corporate training market is worth more than $362 billion a year. VR training is forecast to hit $6.3 billion by 2022, growing at over 140% year on year. By 2023, we project we can capture £2.6 million of that market, growing to 7.6 million by 2025.
So this is what's next for us. We'll be testing our MVP and proving demand for our subscription model through paid trials. We're raising investment to grow our team so we can rapidly roll out our product to more newsrooms and to the humanitarian sector, adding new content and features.
Our team is already expanding. This year we've onboarded a CTO and an award-winning development team, as well as a highly experienced CFO and a business strategist to ensure we have the expertise to scale quickly.
Each of us believe that the global attack on journalists and journalism is undermining press freedom and threatening our democracies.
Empower those whose job it is to set the record straight. Sign up for a demo or reach out to us at Headset.